Next case on the docket, Elon Musk says entitlement spending has got to end. But look how he describes that.
I mean, the wage report in entitlement spending, which is which is most of the federal spending is entitlements. So that's like the big one to eliminate, because that's the sort of $500 billion, maybe $700 billion a year. That is also a mechanism by which the Democrats attract and retain illegal immigrants by essentially paying them to come here, and then turning them into voters.
So for you people who don't understand how civics work, let's clear this up. So immigrants, especially illegal immigrants, can't vote. Only U.S. citizens can vote. So this bring illegal immigrants over here to turn them into voters, that's a lie. It is another lie in the string of lies that they continue to tell you. So no Democrat can bring illegal immigrants over here to get on the voter rolls. If that was the case, think about this. You push this narrative that there are millions and millions of illegal immigrants here in America. And if there are millions and millions of illegal immigrants here, and the Democrats brought the illegal immigrants over so that they could turn them into voters, they should never lose elections. So make this make sense. This is your math. We're using my math. We're using your math under your pretense that it is, they brought them over here to be voters. Then why didn't they vote? Why? How they lose the election if they magically had brought all of these illegal immigrants over here to vote? Make it make sense. It don't make sense. And now let's deal with the entitlement piece of this conversation. See, the reason why he didn't dive deep into the entitlements is because he don't want to say those magic words of what the entitlement payment programs are. The two largest entitlement programs in the budget is Medicare and Social Security. Those are the two largest. So when he said that you have to cut entitlement programs, that's code for we have to cut Social Security and cut Medicare. That's what that is. So let's not play these semantics and play these little games and talk stupid to these people, Elon. That's what you're proposing, is to cut these people Medicare and cut their Social Security. See, this is my problem. You would rather cut these people's benefits and cut these entitlement programs. First of all, it's not entitlement. Everybody pays it. All these people, we pay into Social Security. So it's not an entitlement program. It's our money that we're getting back. It's our freaking money. So don't call it an entitlement. Ain't nobody entitled to that. We entitled to it because we put in on it. So we just want the return on our investment. That's all people want. So stop calling it that. Because that's not what it is. You make it seem like it's a handout. It ain't a handout. Hell, we handed it to you. If these people want their money back, when it's time for them to get their money back, which they deserve. Y'all let to talk about everything except for the things you can do. How about you raise the cap on what everybody has to pay, the maximum year pay in? So real quick, little side note. So there's a cap. Once you make a certain amount per year, you don't have to pay into Social Security anymore for that year once you make that amount. And then don't quote me on this, but I think it's $175,000. So once you make $175,000 a year, you no longer have to pay in Social Security. Even if you make another 40 million, you don't have to pay anything else in the Social Security the rest of the year. That's asinine. That's crazy. If we just lower that amount, if we raise that amount to say 500,000, it would fully fund Social Security. That's no new taxes, no nothing. You just keep paying the tax you already been paying up until the 500 mark, as opposed to the 175,000. It would fully fund Social Security, but y'all ain't gonna do that, because what you would rather do is take from the poor and give to the rich. Boy, y'all, but that's who y'all love. That's who y'all voted for. Enjoy. Next case.